Hello gang. Welcome to EC's Workshop. Today I'm going to be working on the Harbor Freight press. I got to make a bending device to bend at least I think it's 3/16 to a 1/8 piece of metal. That's all I got. And so I'm going to make me a bender. I took this off the press. This is the part rod that hangs down. I'm going to make this piece fit on here and have set screws to lock it down. I am also going to take this piece here, piece of 3/8 cold roll. I'm going to put a V shape in here, a V shape in the center of this piece. I'm going to mill that in there, and I'm going to mill a slot in this after I cut this off. I'm going to put it down on here, so then I'm going to weld it. And I'm going to weld it in there, in the center, and that way I can use it to press up and down, bend a piece of metal. Y'all got me anywhere? You understand what I'm doing? You kind of got me where I'm at. Right? There's my metal. There's my part. And here's the shaft going up to the press. It's up here. This right here is going to have a V in it. Like so. And I'm going to have some V blocks here laying across there, and I'll bend down and press on the metal and bend it. Get me a 90-degree bend. I got two bends on a piece of metal. And I go that way and this way. This is 7 inches, this is 4, and this is 1. That's where I got to bend that piece of metal. So that's what I'm going to try to do. So I'm going to be working on that today. Alright, let's get started on this. We're going to go back there in the shop area. I got that sawed off. Now I'm going to set it up over here and set up over here on the lay. I got a skim that I bore this sort of fit this shaft. They're right on the same size. Same size. I can't put that in there. Now, I can fix this, but I ain't going to tell you how. But that's a trick. Alright, I'm going to put this on here. I'm going to put this in the lay, skim the inside this. I'm going to indicate the outside. I'm going to skim that until it fits this here. Alright, I'm in the lay. I forgot to put the camera over here, still forgot to turn it on. So sometimes I just forget. It's the reason why I leave it on. I leave my camera on a lot. Man, it just be piling up, footage on it. Using up space where it don't need to be. That's 7. That's 7. That's 7. And that's 7. There you go. It's going to jump around. Like I said, it ain't nothing but a piece of black pipe. Let's try to get this thing bored out here. We're going to go with, What size is that? Oh, one of these will fit it. Let it feed on its own. Let's see where we're at. See? That's all it took, just that little bit. Take it all out. Took me longer to set it up than it did to do the job. Man, I'll tell you what. Sometimes you just get aggravated. And there you go. Now, that'll fit there. Now we're going to have to set up and slot this to fit the other thing. That's off, that's off. Alright, we'll move over to the mill here in a minute. Okay. I'm going to want this indicated in. Okay, I loosened the belt. I took the belt off here so I could spin my round column mill pretty easy. Took one of the belts loose. That's on 13 over there. 15 over here. 13 there. 14 there. 14 there. 12. Let's go 12. There you go. 13 here on this side. 13. Get that 13.5 over there. 13.5 there. Huh, 15 here. Like I said, that's just black pipe and it ain't rounded. It's not precision round. Okay. 13, 15, 14. Main thing, get it this way. So I'm going to put that line right through the middle. There you go. All right, that's even that way. All right, we're in the center of this thing this way. Front back. Now I'm going to put my slot through here. Find out how thick my metal is. I want it to fit pretty tight. Okay. Let's figure out how thick my metal is. $368 thousand. Write that down right here on the top. $368,000. Find me a 5/16 10 mil. Alright, got me a reground 3/8. I'm probably going to modify it because I want to at least go down that far. I'm going to have to grind some of this off here, all that there, just to get down there that far. I might have to wind up cutting this back, but I'm going to wait until I get down so far, then I'll do that. Hold in mill anyway. Alright, I'm going to put this thing back together. See what speed I'm going to go. There you go. Okay. Alright. Gonna notch this out. Okay. that much room on there. It ain't 3/4. No. I'm gonna have to go up a little ways. Need at least 3/4 in this area, from the tip to there. Past there, and there ain't 3/4 there. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna speed the machine up too. Grind away some material so that it'll pass. Let me get down here close. All right. Now. A little bit faster. About 30 thousandths. There you go. That's a go-go. That's a go-go. There you go. Now, I'm going to do another setup. And I'm going to clean off at one end. Square it off. Is what I'm going to do. Taking this out. There you go. We're gonna get in the center of this thing. Okay. Go check. Okay. Yeah, I'm using a 1/2 inch edge finder right here. And the reason is, it's big, right on this here. See this here, by the time I got down here and got close enough to hit the center line of this pipe, I'd be hitting this edge corner here before I touch this. So, the reason I did this, so since this is a 1/2 inch edge finder, I have to move in 250 thousandths. So 1, 250 thousandths. That's got the center of my mill right on the edge of this, on the edge of my part. Center of my mill is right there. It's right on the edge of there. Okay. Now, how big is that? How big is this? This is 1.584. So that means I gotta move over to get in the center 792. 792. So I got to move over 792. Don't have readout, I got a dial. So, move over. Since I'm going the same direction, I just keep going the same directions. That way I don't have no backlash in my thing. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 92. Alright, I'm in the center here of my part, right there. Lock my table in. Now, I'm going to go with a 1/4 20. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go with a 1/4 20. So, I'm going to center drill it, 1/4 20 tap. Drill for that is a number 7 drill. About halfway. It'd be nice to have variable speed on these things. I'll get it started using this. Okay. Hey, these things right here, no spill. I bet they still sell these. From 20 years ago, 40 years ago. I've had that thing for 40 years. It gets it started straight for me. Loosen up. Get that out of the way. Whew. It wasn't deep enough, was it? Sure wasn't. But hey, I can do it. I believe I can do it. There you go. Look at that. Oh, got me, didn't it? Couldn't take it out. Hope it's got everything. You know what? Okay. Right. That's done. I got set screws.